All right, so in this video, I will continue to build the bookshop class. So we come here and declare our class. Lowercase c class bookshop. Okay. And it has its own init function, dev underscore init. We need to declare a book list and instantiate it to initialize it to an empty string as specified here. Let's go to the I think the your system should store details of the books in a 2D list. Okay, let's go somewhere here. Okay, I think it's here. In the main body of the program, implement the following logic: create an initially empty 2D list which will store all the books details as follows. Books list, so let's get this name, add to an empty list, and then we populate that list later with books. So that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to say self.books underscore list is equals to an empty string. This goes to an empty string. Then we now need to populate this list to create instances of books and create and populate the list with. Let's create about 5 books. So we'll say book 1 is equal to book and the book takes 5 variables, 5 properties. The book has properties, so we're gonna give it an arbitrary ISBN. So let's just get some random ones that I had here. Remember that the ISBN must begin with 979 or 978. Okay, let's go to the specification document and read it again. Excuse me. It is written there that the specification, the ISBN must begin with 978 or 979 and must be 13 digit. Okay, so we have our first example there. This is our first example, and the next thing is the title. So I'm gonna give it an arbitrary title there. So this is an arbitrary title there. And the next argument would be the first name of the author. So get an arbitrary first name there. Okay. Give a space there. And the other one is the next would be the last name of the author. So get an arbitrary last name of author here. All right, and we should now have the stock quantity in stock. Okay, so an arbitrary number there, just say 10, and then the cost price, an arbitrary number, say 2 euros, whatever, and then 5 euros. These are arbitrary numbers. Okay, so let's add another book. Okay, we have 5 books. We need to populate that into the list, and we can do that by using the append function. So we can say self.bookslist.append book 1. Okay, and we do the same for all the books. And 5. All right, so we have appended that. Right, so let's print out the properties of this list, make sure our list is working. So let's come here, let's just say for book in self.books list. Okay, print, we want to print, let's access the properties because the book list, each book has a property, so we want to print each property. So let's say we want to access the ISBN. So let's say print book.ISBN. let's say for each of the books that are there. So that's what we want to do. So we need to instantiate this class before we are able to access the, so that we can create, so that the constructor can create the menu. Okay, can create the list. So we say, we come out of the class, we say shop is equals to bookshop. Okay, that's how we instantiate it. And then we say, give it a space there, anchor. Then we come here, we say yeah, so we'll say shop is equals to that. So when, let's run it and see if we can print the ISBN, 5 ISBN. Let's run it. As you can see, so you remember, no printing is taking place here. The printing is taking place in the constructor. So as soon as we instantiate this class, list books is initialized to these books that are, this list is initialized to these books that we have hard coded that exist in the system already. And now we are looping through the list, the list of books, and printing out the ISBN. We can also loop and print out other properties. We can also say print a book dot first name. Okay, so we can also do that, and then you go, that's what we have there. So we can do whatever you want to do, and then it works like that. Okay, so it's actually working. All right, so but what I want to do here now is let me minimize this. We don't need this window here. What I want to do here is I want to summarize all these things that we've created here. It's a bit noisy. There's a shorter way of creating this, so I did this so you can follow and see how you can then implement what we're doing now. So all these things that we implemented can be written in simpler form like this. So let's just comment all this one out. All right, just leaving just a book list, empty book list there. Let's just comment all this out, and then let's place, copy and paste this. Okay, so we are creating the books inside the list itself directly, and then let's run it and see if we still have the same result. Or where is the, yeah, we're still looping here and still printing out the ISBN and the first name, so we should still have the same result. Okay, but as you can see, it's a bit shorter now. All right, so let's run it. Yeah, as you can see, we're having the same result. Okay, so we're going to take away these ones, so these ones from the same, we are using the append function the same. All right, so the next thing we want to do now is we want to call the menu in the constructor. So each time the class is instantiated, we want to display the menu. Okay, so this was just a test. Take this one out. So now we want to call the menu, which we've not the menu function which we've not defined yet. So we want to say self.menu. Okay, we're calling the menu function, which doesn't exist at the moment, but we're going to create it right now.